Welcome to Newsletter Guru TV, your show with a boatload of smart marketing and business building advice, and a little fun along the way.
This episode of Newsletter Guru TV is brought to you by Jim Palmer's No Hassle Social Media, the ultimate done-for-you content program. Finally, a fast and easy way to keep feeding your content is king marketing machine. No Hassle Social Media makes it fast and easy to build profitable client relationships using the power of social media, blogs, video, and article marketing. Check it out today at www.nohasslesocialmedia.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru, coming to you from Dallas, Texas. I'm down here at the Glazer Kennedy Marketing and Money Making Super Conference, and one of the things I'm always stressing about getting out from behind your computers and getting to live events is the ability to connect with very cool entrepreneurs, and I am just so blessed to run into my great friend, Michelle Prince. How are you, Michelle?
Hi, I'm great,
So
Jim.
good to
How are
see
you doing?
We first met at the
Napoleon Hill.
Yeah, the 75th anniversary of the Napoleon Hill Think and Grow Rich thing, where we both
spoke. We had booths right next to each other.
It was awesome, and Michelle set up all her books, and she walked away, and I pushed everything off her table.
You did.
Just to introduce myself.
Yes.
Anyway, it's so cool. I know. It's so cool, but seriously, so I want to ask you, Michelle is known as America's. Wait, that is right. Michelle is not. See, there used to bloopers on the show, but Michelle is known as America's productivity coach. So I want to ask you about that.
Okay.
But first, you go to just a lot of live events like I do. I mean, isn't it awesome when you get out and it just gets your brain engaged and things like that?
I was just having this conversation with my mastermind group yesterday because as entrepreneurs, we're all alone. I mean, most of the time we're behind our computers, and that's when you stop being productive, is when you're not around other people, because otherwise you lose track of what you can kind of get lazy or just caught up in all the minutia that you need that focus.
And what's really cool is literally when I get on the plane, even before we take off, all of a sudden, because I'm locked in there, there's no more my brain starts dumping all the stuff that you kind of see. Anyway, America's productivity coach. Wow, how did you do that? That is so cool. And
it's a work in progress.
It is a work in progress, but you are a certified Zig Ziglar trainer.
Yes.
I've showed that picture many times. I got to meet Zig literally about 2 years before he died, and he signed a $20 bill for me. That was really cool.
He did.
There's a big old Mustang going by. They probably heard that, but that's okay. So tell us a little bit about how I know your story from wanting to work with Zig. Tell us about that.
Well, when I was 18 years old, my parents forced me to go to a Zig Ziglar conference. Did not want to go. But
because you know everything at 18, right?
Well, I thought I did, and I did not want to be motivated. That was it. But I go to this event, and like being around like-minded people, I figured out my passion at a very, very early age. And I knew when I was there I was going to work for Zig someday. I couldn't explain it, but I just had this feeling.
You had the feeling, yeah.
Yeah, and I was so sure of it. I walked up to Zig and I told him that, and I said, I'm going to work for you one day. And it was literally almost 5 years to the day.
Did he call you the redhead?
He did not. I may not have been as red back then. I don't know.
For folks that don't know, he calls his wife the redhead. He used to call his wife the redhead.
And what's really funny, when I worked there, I'd say 50% of the women had red hair.
Oh,
it was really kind of funny.
Okay.
But
so then you ended up working for him.
I worked for Zig, straight out of college, and I was there for about 4 years. I was in sales for him.
Wow.
And it was the best experience of my life. But I wanted to move in a different direction. I wanted to climb a corporate ladder. I wanted to, make more money, or what I thought would make me happier.
Right.
And I did that for 12 years, selling software.
Wow.
And I was successful, but I wasn't in my passion anymore. And it just really, really affected me. So about 7 years ago, I decided that I was going to go in the direction of what I felt like I was being called to do. And I wrote my first book, and Zig wrote the foreword.
Okay,
and
what an honor.
It was an amazing honor. And it launched a business that I had no intention of creating because of the book. And when you write a story, people are impacted, even in a small way, but you inspire them. And
what was the name of your first book?
It's called Winning in Life Now.
Okay.
And it was not a story of me being a winner in life. It was my ups and downs of my life and how I used personal development to get through those seasons. And because of that book, all of a sudden I'm getting calls to speak. I'm getting people calling me to coach with me, and I'm saying, I'm not a coach, I just wrote a book. But this whole thing just evolved, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about people writing a book, because as soon as you put yourself out there, and just get over it and be productive
Yeah.
with it. And that's when things start happening.
So actually, I was going to talk to you about productivity, but we covered some Zig stuff. But the other thing you do, because you're known for a lot of things, but you actually teach people how to write books and how to get it done, how to get the book out of them. Let's just go there.
Yes.
We're going to make an executive decision switch course. I'll have you back another time to talk about productivity. Tell us about how you help people write books.
You bet. Well, and the two do go hand in hand.
Okay.
Because every single person watching this has the ability to write a book. Everyone. Because every single person has a story.
That's right.
And every story matters. It's just, are you willing to take action and do it? And the process of writing a book, it's really like a recipe. If you can follow a recipe, you can write a book. But you need to know the steps. The first thing, though, is what's your story? And that's one of the things I really help people with, is figuring out what is it that I could share with people that's going to make a difference. Whether
And you know what,
it's business
excuse me,
or
the key
personal.
thing there is not what story you want to tell, but what's the story that's going to make a difference in the lives of others. You know what I
Yes.
mean? That's where the value is going to come
I mean,
in.
at the end of the day, you will benefit by being an author. And in fact, that's one of the reasons that I teach that, is you can build a platform so much easier. But if you're not doing it to help other people, to give them things that come naturally to you, then what's the point?
Right.
And I always tell people, think about what is it that people come to you for? You know, what is it that you're good at? Or, you know, what comes naturally to you?
There really is no better positioning tool than a book.
There's not.
Yeah.
It's the best business card in the world. And it's
I like
very
that.
overlooked as a marketing tool.
Yeah. So, Michelle, if somebody's out there and they're watching this video and they're saying, I really need to get a book done, just what's the one actionable thing they can do right now?
Right now, figuring out your topic, and I'll give you a real quick, easy way to do this. Make a list of all of your passions, everything that lights you up. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything about a book, but, you know, do you love kids? Do you love traveling? Do you love personal development like I do? And as many as you can think of on one side of a T-chart. On the right side, list all of your experiences. Now, experiences don't have to be things you love. They could be things that you went through, but maybe you didn't enjoy it.
Right, yep.
Some people have been through bankruptcy, divorce, hard
Cancer,
times,
unemployment,
cancer,
yeah.
right? But it's part of your experience. It's part of your story. You know, but it's writing all of those things down so you can get a sense of what you could write about. But it's not just one or the other, because if you write a book about only something you're passionate about, it's not going to have any depth if you don't have experience. If you write about something you have experience with, but you don't love it, those are the books that never get done.
I know, because the people, you can feel it, the words on the page and everything.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. So the second thing I want them to do is, how do they get in touch with you? What's the main website for you?
The best way to get a hold of me is michelleprince.com. It's Michelle, 2 L's, and then PRINCE.com. And there's all kinds of information. There's some free resources on productivity, book writing, all different things. But I'd love to help any of your viewers.
Michelle's a coach like I am. She helps people write books. She helps people with productivity. That'll be another show. And just one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. So go to her website, which is michelleprince.com. Thank you so much. It's so awesome to get in touch with you again.
Oh, you're the best.
Now, folks, I always say if you found some value, I want you to share this. I know you found value in this, so I want you to share this. Click the like button, click the share button if you're watching this on Facebook, and put this video on the news feed of your friends and things like that so you can help me introduce more people to Michelle. And before the day's out, go make somebody's day just a little bit brighter. Wave them into traffic. Let them get ahead of you in the checkout line. Tell them, oh, very nice dress, by the way.
Thank
See, put a
you.
smile on somebody's face. Do you see how easy that is? It's a random act of
segue.
kindness, right? And so do that. And my name is Jim Palmer. I'm the host of Newsletter Guru TV. I'm committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster. Watch for another great episode this time next week. Until then, you take good care. Hey everybody, it's Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru, coming to you from Dallas, Texas. I'm down here at the Glazer Kennedy Super Conference, which is an awesome place to meet awesome entrepreneurs. Speaking of which, it's Michelle Prince, my good friend. Now I want to take two. Just keep it rolling.
All right, good, because I messed up with the camera.
Did you really? Don't mess up anymore, Jess. I'll fire you.
Gonna be
Let me ditch the cord.
gonna be cut off.
Yeah, cut off from the family fortune. We going?